Welcome back to Games Revealed. I'm James Nelson the Brink, and we are one. So today I want to talk about 3D printing, and you might hear a little bit of 3D printing right now, but I'll make sure that doesn't happen in the future videos. Just fitting for this video, right? So 3D printed accessories for the Steam Deck, and I have a couple here that I really do like. One of them is just okay. There's better versions that I'm printing right now, but I wanted to make sure that the most important bases are just covered right here. So make sure to watch the whole thing so that you know what accessories you can get for your Steam Deck 3D printed. Now, with that being said, I will be doing some giveaways in the future on some of these accessories to just, yeah, make sure people can have, like, if you don't have a 3D printer, to make sure that, some of you will have these accessories that are actually, one of them is really, I think, a must-have if you have a Steam Deck. So before I ramble on anymore, make sure to like, subscribe, bash that bell with your crowbar. Now we can get into it. This is one that I've been excited for because I got the 3D printer earlier this week. I've been printing nonstop to do this video, and I'm going to get to emulators soon, but this is one that I am ready for now. So first up, this is this is one of the things I printed recently. You can see it's the Games Revealed logo with a little controller just disappearing or being revealed, whichever way you want to look at it. It's a little coin, and this is thanks to Solus, and I just wanted to give him a shout out because he's been awesome, an awesome person in the community, the Games Revealed community, that is, on the Discord server. Okay, first up for the accessories is the base clip. This is going to be required for, I guess there's technically 4 accessories, 5 accessories I'm going to be covering, but this is a base that's going to be for 2 other accessories. So I don't know if on its own, if it's an accessory, it's just more of a support accessory. Okay, stop hitting the mic. And it just clips in. Now you got to be careful with this, and I did finish it a little bit so it doesn't have such harsh edges, so it doesn't scratch the skin as much, but you can scratch the skin and your deck up a little bit if you're not careful with this type of base. It has a little bit harsher edges, especially when it is printed, first printed, that is. So with this base, you can then go down the route of attaching a battery to it. Just show you all the angles. I went with an orange because I kind of wanted a Half-Life kind of feel to it. Honestly, I also have black and white, and I'll probably be getting a couple more other colors as I print more. So with this, it just slides in, and then you can, with this little slide clip, it just locks it in place. So now it's secure, and it is a little hefty. It adds almost double the weight to the Steam Deck. I haven't tested the battery, but it can charge probably 1 to 1.5 times, maybe 2 if you're lucky. If you're playing it while it's charging, maybe 1. So is what I've gotten so far, but I'm going to fully test it. That's very rough estimates. It's not bad, to be honest. The heft is not bad. I could play this for a while. The only downside is it becomes drastically less portable, so I wouldn't roll with this unless I was maybe sitting down for a really long time. Let's say an airplane, a bus ride, maybe at in-laws or whatever it is. Like wherever I'm at, I have to be stationary for a while for this to matter and not close to an AC outlet. This is probably an accessory I will not use very often. As I usually I have a pretty long USB-C charging cable that goes from my backpack and into let's say this power bank, and then charges my deck. I've done that already once or twice. It's easy. That's the way I typically do it with this type of stuff. So, but this is also a route to go, and it's fun. And so for some people, you might like it this way. It's okay. I think it's a really cool idea. I just don't know if I'll find myself doing it very often. But we'll see, I guess. We'll give it a try. Okay, so next accessory is this little, I don't have a bolt for it right now, so I need to get a bolt. it slaps onto the back. Let's slaps onto the back, and once again, it has these levers or little clips in that clip it in to secure it in place. So now it's secured in place. There's another one right here that then you take this, you bolt it in. It has notches in it. You bolt it in, and then whatever level you want the Steam Deck to be at, you then lock it in place with this lever, and it will just sit there. Once again, needs a bolt. Or I maybe potentially could print a pin. It wouldn't work the best, but I could potentially do it. But I'm going to do bolts for this one. So, and once again, this stand, it's cool. I have a much more low profile stand that will fit in the case. So when you attach the stand, it clips, and it still, I think, has the different levels. It just allows for a lower profile. This is a very chunky stand. It's a fun concept, and it works. The cool thing about this one is that it works with this base, which then, if you're going to be using both these, this might be the ideal route. It becomes not caseable, where it won't fit in the case. Now the base does, which is nice. So that base does fit in the case, but it's one of those things. It hasn't been tested that way, so I don't know if it's going to put extra pressure on the screen or whatnot, because the deck works pretty well in the case without any accessories. So it's nice that it fits, but I'd always be mindful of, you know, things that aren't fully tested. Because in a QA testing, I don't know if they used accessories. In QA testing of this case, they probably just did the deck itself. So just be cautious. Some people don't take that into account, that, you know, in various situations, it can cause your deck to potentially fail. Who knows? I don't fully know, because I have not tested it that much. So with this next accessory, you have a little pocket here, which is really cool. I love this case. It's a hard one. I like the power adapter being on the outside, because then it prevents, like, it's designed in such a way that I feel like it makes it so it's less chunky maybe, but it is a pretty chunky case. But it prevents that power adapter from scraping up your deck and all that. But there is an accessory, and this is my favorite accessory so far, by far. This accessory is just leaps and bounds my favorite, and I think it's a must. And to be honest, Steam or Valve should start shipping with this. So you have this, and yes, if you haven't guessed yet, here's a version that's actually holding my power adapter. So this is a power adapter holder. And what makes this so cool is that it's just, you know, everything fits, it's snug. But if I do this, if I go ahead and slap this in here, it is almost flush. That being said, and even with the power adapter, and that's the one thing, the one downside of this type of design is that I want this to lay flush when I put it on the table or whatnot, because sometimes I use my case as a stand. Which you can kind of do, and I've done it multiple times. You've probably seen some videos of it. But it's still, this is the best way to do it, though. If you just leave it to its own in there, the power adapter, and just roll it up and throw it in there, I find it's chunkier. Now with this design, it's more flushed. It will fit better in your backpack, and you don't have cords flying out the back, because once again, well, I'm a little lazier when I stuff my cord, and so with this, I think it's a must-have accessory. It cleans everything up, makes it much more portable, and just makes it, it's just fun. I love it. Now, the surprise is this thing has a micro SD card holder. At first, I was wondering what these notches were, and then it was revealed to me, oh, this can hold a micro SD card, which is baller. So if we just go ahead and slap that in there, I'm not going to put it in all the way. Now, with that being said, when you print this, you have to then finish it. There's edges in here that will catch on the SD card. Potentially, I don't know about damaging it, but you got to be careful. So make sure to, if you're going to print this, to just finish that inside, and make sure that the cards fit in there well, snug, but not too tight to where you ruin it trying to get it out or snap it. So this is by far my favorite. It holds both your charger and also your SD cards, and it is perfect. Now, there are a couple more accessories and one that I actually want to make in the future, but I guess, yeah, this is one of the ones I made. It's not really Steam Deck related, but it holds my USB and SD cards and all that, and I love it for organizing my desk, especially as I'm going more and more into this micro SD card stuff with these portable devices. It's a must-have. Now, there's a couple of accessories that you might have noticed that just aren't quite here, like a true dedicated SD card holder, which you can get flat ones that you can actually Velcro into this. It might be a way that I go to hold additional SD cards, because this design right here only holds up to 4. And it would be nice if they actually went and made it on the other side too. I think they could get away with doing it on the other side to add 8. Once again, 4 might be enough for me on a trip. I'm probably going to end. I'm almost at 4 now. I need to go and get a couple more SD cards. But you can potentially, for my hair, is put SD card holder in there, Velcro it, and then have more storage options on the go. That being said, like I said, this case isn't rated to do that. It could cause more pressure on the screen. So if there's a bump at the top, if you put pressure, it could hurt the screen. So just take that into account when you're doing all these accessory things, especially modifying, extending the usability of whatever it is that they've been tested in a very specific manner, and it doesn't mean that it won't ruin your deck. I just don't. Decks are really hard to replace, and I don't want this ruining your deck screen. We don't have replacements yet for that type of stuff, so just take that into account. I think it would be safe enough for the clip. The SD card holder, I'd be a little bit more wary, especially if it's going to get beat up in your backpack while traveling. So just be a little mindful of that. So that is it for the accessories. This has been one of my favorite videos to make because I got a 3D printer, and it's kick-ass, and I love the stuff I can make with it. And this is just the start. I'm sure I'll do another video in the near future on additional accessories, and I do have a secret one that I want to get out sooner than later, because it is something I've wanted for a while. And you probably could guess or not, but I'm going to keep it a secret and do a video in the future. So you're going to have to make sure you subscribe and bash that bell with your crowbar so that you know when I come out with it. With that being said, I want to know what you think in the comments below. Which of these accessories is your favorite? Which one do you plan on printing or trying to get? And what do you wish they had? Or if there was, if there's not a print or like a CAD file or some type of, print already out there, what would you like to see 3D printed for your Steam Deck? Let me know in the comments below once again. And then also sources for this stuff are in the description. So if you want to print it yourself, check out the description. And that is it. This has been an awesome video. I love this video and I love you guys. And so check out my other videos. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Later.